albinism. I think what was much harder as a kid was the emotional and social component of almost always feeling like, man, I wish there was someone like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can relate to that. And I'm glad you mentioned that because, you know, while the physical aspects of albinism are important and all those wonderful things, and they do play a part, man, the social and the emotional and, dare I say it, psychological aspects really play into how we even view the physical parts of albinism. Like, I remember for so long hating my skin because up until like middle school, I was the tallest person and the most fair-skinned person everywhere I went. So I felt like just like a stick in the mud, the white sheep in a field of black sheep, the black sheep in a field of white sheep. It was just never like I felt fit in. I remember every time, like I said, I was on the choir. And so when we would travel to other churches, child, when I say as soon as I got in the door, everybody did that stare. And I'm just like, I'm trying to worship Jesus and you looking at me. Clearly, you don't understand what worship means if you got to be gawking at me. But but as a kid, I remember that being so frustrating, and until like I started doing the research myself and just learning to allow God's perspective to shape my identity and not the stares and the words of other people.
Right, absolutely. And like I will say that I think after a certain point of time, it kind of did flip into a sense where I wasn't anymore like feeling like an outcast. But then you get to a certain age, and especially if you like maybe move and live in a different place and people haven't met you yet, they'll be like, whoa, are you one of those albinos? You know, and like they get really, really strange real fast.
Oh yeah.
And they'll be like, whoa, can I touch your hair? You know, or like, I've never seen someone with your hair before. You have blonde eyelash, you know, all the things. And this is a different kind of weird when you get older, but it's like, at least it's not the other thing.
Yeah, know? That flip is real though. I remember, so I was very blessed that when I went to UNCG, there were other students with albinism. So we kind of like linked up and we was like hanging out and stuff. And so I was hanging out with one of my friends, and he and I are walking, just gonna go to the park that's on campus. When I say there's this girl and her friend walks up to him, oh my God, you're so gorgeous, you're so beautiful. Can I touch your beard? He didn't even get a chance to say yes or no. She ran her fingers through his beard, and he looks at me like, I don't know how to handle this situation right now. So it definitely is a flip. And my aunt, something she always says to me is like, Mayia, remember when you go out in public, you're a celebrity. And I used to not like when she said that because I didn't want to be like noticed, until like I started understanding like, one, that I wasn't a mistake and I was called to stand out involuntarily for God's glory. And that I think one of the things that helped me was eventually seeing other people with albinism. And now I love having albinism, like, and I love being able to be an advocate for those who have albinism. But it is a journey.
Yeah.